Welcome to my YouTube channel Pratik Singh Classes. I hope all of you are doing very well and going through video lectures which I am creating every day. Fine. So this is the fifth part of chapter 4 and 19 in the row for CBSE Standard 10 Science. Okay, carbon and its compound. Already we have seen 4 video session for this chapter. Okay, and today we will start from new topic, but this is the preface of previous videos what we have seen till now. We have seen about carbon and its compounds, we have seen about nomenclature, we have seen about its special properties, we have seen about covalent bonding. Then we have seen why the melting point and boiling points of covalent compounds are lesser than that of ionic compounds. Then we have seen sharing of bond, okay, sorry, sharing of electrons. Then we have seen dot structures or Lewis dot structures. Then we have seen different allotropes of carbons. Okay, then nomenclature we have seen in the previous video. Then some special properties of carbon and its compounds we have seen. Okay, then we have seen that why carbon is capable of making huge number of compounds. Then we have seen saturated and unsaturated carbon compounds, and also we have seen their what is the difference between them. Then we also have seen carbon carbon single bond, carbon carbon double bond, carbon carbon triple bond we have seen there. Okay, then we have seen chains, branches and rings in the carbon compound. Okay, then alkane, alkene, alkyne we have seen. Okay, so these things we have seen till now, and let me check what are the other things. Yes, we also have seen the functional groups. Okay, then what is the meaning of functional group? Then we have seen homologous series, we have seen about isomers and isomerism we have seen. Okay, then about nomenclature we already have seen a lot of things in the previous videos. Okay, if you have missed the previous videos, I request you all to please go through the previous videos which I have made. Okay, and it will benefit you, guide you for the further classes. Okay, we also have seen chemical properties of carbon compounds. Okay, like combustion. Okay, then we have seen about some topics about flames, that whenever any carbon compound or anything is burnt, why does something give flame and some when burned they don't give flame. Okay, then we have seen about formation of coal and petroleum, and today we will start from section 4.3.2, that is oxidation. Okay, about oxidation and reduction we already have seen in chapter 1. Okay, the basic definition we have seen in previous chapter, previous video lectures. If you have missed, please go through them. Okay, all are available on the playlist of standard 10 CBSE standard 10 science. Okay, just let me give you a small hint that in oxidation reaction, okay, oxygen is added or hydrogen comes out or electron comes out, then that reaction type is called as oxidation. In reduction it happens vice versa, means in reduction reaction oxygen will come out. Okay, and hydrogen will be added or electron will be added. Okay, so we will start from section 4.3.2, that is oxidation. Okay, with activity 4.5. okay, I request you all to please subscribe my channel Pratik Singh Classes and contribute to this channel by subscribing, liking and hitting the bell icon. Okay, it gives me motivation to bring things new for you, great for you, and also the platform which I am providing you here is making you to stay at home and study. Okay, no need to go to any tuition class or coaching class. Okay, all the things whatever happens in tuition or coaching, all will be available at one place, that is Pratik Singh Classes. Okay, youtube.com/c/Pratik Singh Classes. It is the better platform for everything at one place. Okay, so please subscribe, like and hit the bell icon. Okay, now starting section 4.3.2, oxidation, activity 4.5. Take about 3 milliliter of ethanol in a test tube and warm it gently in water bath. Okay, so here ethanol means alcohol group OH. Okay, and etha means number 2, so the formula will be C2H5OH. You have to take 3 ml of it, that means just few drops. Okay, and you have to warm it in water bath. Okay, add 5% solution of alkaline potassium permanganate drop by drop in this solution, okay, does the color of potassium permanganate persist when it is added initially, okay, and why does the color of potassium permanganate not disappear when excess is added? Okay, first you will see that the color will fade, but again the color will be regained, and if you add potassium permanganate in excess, the color will not change at all. Okay, so what really happens here, what is happening here, okay, which is making the things different? Okay, the reaction is given here, CH3 CH2OH, that is C2H5OH, okay, when it is heated in water bath, okay, in presence of alkaline potassium permanganate or acidified potassium dichromate, okay, it makes ethanoic acid CH3COOH. Okay, again here it is COOH. Okay, for COOH the name or the functional group is oxalic acid. Okay, let us see what is given in the book. You have learnt about oxidation reaction in the first chapter. Carbon compounds can be easily oxidized on combustion, means when carbon or its compounds are burnt, okay, means when they react in air or oxygen, they react with oxygen very easily. In addition to this complete oxidation, we have reactions in which alcohols are converted to carboxylic acids. Okay, in your exam a question can also be asked to convert a given alcohol in a carboxylic acids. Okay, when I was in writing my +2 exam, okay, one question has come there to the same question, how will you convert ethyl alcohol in ethanoic acid? Okay, and that was of a 3-mark question. Okay, that is more than 10 years earlier, but I remember this question, which I have written the same way. All right, we see that some substances are capable of adding oxygen to others. Okay, these substances are known as oxidizing agents, means those agents which adds oxygen to other substances are called as oxidizing agents. Okay, so as you can see here, potassium permanganate, okay, or potassium dichromate, okay, it adds oxygen to ethanol. Okay, means here potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 is an oxidizing agent. All right, fine. Alkaline potassium permanganate or acidified potassium dichromate are oxidizing alcohols to acid, that is adding oxygen to the starting material, hence they are known as oxidizing agent. Okay, so here they are adding oxygen, either alkaline potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate, okay, they are adding oxygen to ethanol. Okay, so they are called as oxidizing agents here in this given reaction. Now here you can see that oxygen is being added here. Okay, so you can see this reaction as two types. Okay, it may be oxidizing reaction or it can also be called as addition reaction. Okay, about oxidation you know very well. Now coming to section 4.3.3, that is addition reaction. Okay, addition means something is being added without removing the things present there. Unsaturated hydrocarbons add hydrogen in the presence of catalysts such as palladium or nickel to give saturated hydrocarbons. Okay, here the word catalysts come. Okay, catalysts are those substances, okay, which doesn't take part in the reaction, but they increase the rate of reaction. Catalysts are substances that cause a reaction to occur or proceed at a different rate without the reaction itself being affected. Okay, so palladium, cadmium, nickel, okay, tungsten, these are the examples of catalysts which will come sooner or later in your syllabus. This reaction is commonly used in the hydrogenation of vegetable oils using nickel catalyst. Hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen. Vegetable oils generally have long unsaturated carbon chains while animal fats have saturated carbon chains. Okay, the edible oil which we use in our home, they are here written as vegetable oil, okay, and they are unsaturated. Okay, so here you can see, okay, carbon carbon double bond. Okay, R here means alkyl group, and here carbon carbon double bond means this molecule or this compound is unsaturated compound in presence of nickel, and when it reacts with hydrogen at the place of every one bond, each hydrogen atom will be added. So you can see here that the one bond between carbon carbon atom has broken, and at both the positions there happens addition of hydrogen, and now you can see that all the atoms occur with single bond. That means unsaturated has converted into saturated compound. You must have seen advertisements starting that some vegetable oils are healthy. Okay, you might have seen that in ad films. Animal fats generally contain saturated fatty acids which are said to be harmful for health. Okay, people who consume very high amount of non-veg, okay, it is being said that don't use non-veg because it is harmful for your health. Oils containing unsaturated fatty acids should be chosen for cooking. Always remember this thing. That means vegetable oil always. Okay, not ghee. Ghee comes from animal. Okay, that cow or buffalo. So consumption of ghee in high dose, okay, is always avoided. Okay, all right. In substitution reaction, what really happens here is one atom or group of atoms replaces other atom or the group of atoms from a compound. Okay, so let us see about this substitution reaction in thoroughly. Okay, about this reaction we already have seen in the previous unit, but here again we will see. Fine. So let us start section 4.3.4, substitution reaction. The saturated hydrocarbons are fairly unreactive and are inert in the presence of most reagents. Means what happens is whenever we have a saturated hydrocarbon, means every carbon atom is attached to every other carbon atom with single bond and their valencies are fulfilled. In those types of hydrocarbons, okay, they are inert mostly, okay, and they so reactivity very less. But in case of some different type of situation, in case of some reagent is mixed, in case of some catalyst is available, okay, they also do different types of reactions. So here we will mostly focus about substitution reaction in case of saturated hydrocarbons. Okay, in the presence of sunlight, chlorine is added to hydrocarbons in very fast reaction. Okay, so if suppose you take an example of methane, that is CH4, and if chlorine Cl2 is present there, okay, and sunlight, in presence of sunlight, okay, every hydrogen atom will be substituted by single chlorine atom at that place. Okay, and that happens very fastly. Chlorine can replace the hydrogen atoms one by one, and it is called as substitution reaction because one type of atom or group of atoms takes the place of another. Okay, a number of products are usually found with the higher homologous of alkanes. As you can see, an example is given here: methane plus chlorine, okay, in presence of sunlight. Do remember, this reaction will happen in the presence of sunlight, makes CH3Cl plus HCl. Okay, so this is an example of substitution reaction because here one atom of chlorine has taken away hydrogen atom and the other atom of chlorine has taken the position of that hydrogen atom, okay, and it has made chloromethane, okay, and hydrochloric acid. So likewise again, in if Cl2 is present, this CHCl3 again from this molecule, again one hydrogen atom will be replaced, again another hydrogen atom, till we get CCl4. Okay, now coming to section 4.4, that is some important carbon compounds, ethanol and ethanoic acid. Okay, that is C2H5OH and C2H5OOH. Okay, many carbon compounds are invaluable to us, but here we shall study the properties of two commercially important compounds, ethanol and ethanoic acid. They are too much important for industry as well as for our day-to-day life, but we don't use them directly in our day-to-day life, either we use them in some converted form. Okay, so coming to properties of ethanol. Ethanol is liquid at room temperature. Okay, ethanol is commonly called alcohol and is an active ingredient of all alcoholic drinks. So whatever drink that is alcoholic, ethanol is mixed in one or the other way. All right. Heating ethanol at 443 Kelvin with excess of concentrated sulfuric acid results in the dehydration of ethanol. Dehydration means uh, reduction or coming out of water in either a gaseous form or in liquid form, and it gives ethene. So CH3 CH2OH, here there will be a bond between this CH3 and CH2. CH3 CH2OH in hot medium with concentrated sulfuric acid, it gives CH2 double bond CH2, that is ethene, plus water. Water comes here in the liquid form. Okay, nothing is given in this equation whether it is coming out in liquid form or gaseous form, but mostly it comes in the liquid form, and because of heat, okay, it converts into vapor. The concentrated sulfuric acid can be regarded as a dehydrating agent which remove water from ethanol. So always remember, okay, that in saturated hydrocarbons can be converted into unsaturated hydrocarbons, okay, when they are treated with concentrated sulfuric acid or any acid with high temperature. Now, how do alcohols affect living beings? Means whenever any person consume alcohol, what really happens to them? When large quantities of ethanol consumed, okay, it tends to slow metabolic processes and to depress the central nervous system. In that situation, a person becomes unconscious and forgets what he is doing or what others are doing with them. This results in lack of coordination, mental confusion, drowsiness, lowering of normal inhibitions, and finally stupor. Okay, the individuals may feel relaxed but does not realize that his sense of judgment, sense of timing, and muscular coordination have been seriously impaired. Okay, that means because failure of nervous system, okay, the person loses his or her ability to coordinate on his body, on his mood. Unlike ethanol, intake of methanol in very small quantities can cause death. Okay, ethanol is very lethal. Methanol is very lethal in compared with ethanol. Methanol is oxidized to methanol in the liver. Okay, and methanol, okay, that is aldehyde, al, reacts rapidly with the components of cells. It causes the protoplasm to get coagulated. Okay, in in much the same way an egg is coagulated by cooking. Okay, so you can see when egg is raw, it is liquid in form, but when it is heated, okay, the after heating it converts in the form, that form is called as coagulation. So same thing happens in liver. Methanol also affects the optic nerve, causing blindness. Okay, ethanol is an important industrial solvent. To prevent the misuse of ethanol produced for industrial use, it made unfit for drinking by adding poisonous substances like methanol to it. Dyes are also added to color the alcohol blue so that it can be identified easily that methanol is the one of the constituent in the given liquid, and this is called denatured alcohol. Okay, so because alcohol mostly, okay, are colorless. Fine. So the up to this thing we have seen today, we have seen about let us have a small recap. We have seen from where oxidation we have seen, then we have seen addition reaction, then we have seen substitution reaction, then we have seen about ethanol and ethanoic acid, properties of ethanol, okay, reaction of ethanol in different situations, and then how does it affect us. Okay, in next video we will study about alcohol as a fuel, okay, then properties of ethanoic acid, okay, that is bond COOH, reactions of ethanoic acid in different reagent with different conditions, okay, and a lot of other things we will see, okay. And I wish that the next chapter is going to be the last video chapter for this lesson, okay. So till my next video, take care of yourself, and I request you all once again that please subscribe to my channel Pratik Singh Classes, and like it, share it, and hit the bell icon so that whenever I will upload a new video, you will get its instant notification. So till my next video, take care of yourself. Bye bye.